Now to a massive scam during this pandemic, broken up in a California investigation. Inmates at prisons across the state, including death row, have stolen over $100 million from the state money meant to people who have lost their jobs. It could be the biggest case of fraud in California history. Here's KCAL9's Chris Holmstrom.
It's been a whole nightmare and stress, and no one seems to be able to help me.
Megan Charles is one of thousands of Californians waiting to collect unemployment. She hasn't been paid since April. So you can imagine her reaction when she heard California paid out $140 million in fraudulent benefit claims to inmates in 35 different state and federal prisons, including death row in San Quentin.
That's insane. That's a lot of money. And how are they going to fix that?
According to an investigation by state and federal prosecutors, Izaro Aguirre is among dozens of death row inmates who benefits. He's awaiting execution for the murder of 8-year-old Palmdale boy Gabriel Fernandez. Sacramento County District Attorney Anne Marie Schubert.
The total amount through August that we know of is $420,000 in the name of death row inmates.
Schubert says it appears inmates behind bars submitted fraudulent claims, and organized crime groups on the outside did too, stealing the inmates' identities. Riverside DA Michael Hestrin was a part of the task force that busted the crime.
You know, we've heard stories of prisoners getting money on their books, but, you know, their spouses, their parents, their siblings, or just fellow gang members on the outside are getting these debit cards and running up, you know, buying luxury items.
And get this, prosecutors found there were more than 35,000 claims filed between March and August in the names of inmates, and 20,000 of those claims have been paid out.
It's hard to understand how we got here, how our government has grown, you know, this inattentive. But at the end of the day, you know, absolutely, we've got to do better as government.
You know, 2020, the unbelievable. EDD.
It's a system that has been ridiculed online. In fact, there are rap videos like this one that mock how easy it is to fool the system. The governor responded saying he has already taken action, saying in part, based on that direction, EDD and California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, in partnership with the U.S. Department of Labor, work to match Social Security numbers of those in state custody to identify the scope of the problem and to hold people accountable. But for people like Charles, they just want to know when they'll get the help they've been waiting for.
So what is he actually doing to really help us? Because I'm going into December with no benefits and another lockdown, so we can't even look for jobs. There's no jobs out there.
And this isn't the only fraud. The state had to freeze 350,000 accounts this fall when hackers started withdrawing funds from truly deserving people who needed that unemployment. Reporting in the studio, I'm Chris Holmstrom, KCAL 9 News.